Hi, it's Mike from Blox.com. Here we're talking about cupolas. Now what's a cupola? A cupola is a two-sided polyhedron where you have a polygon on one side and it's going to be twice the circumference as the polygon on the other side. So here we have, on one side we have a triangle, but the other side is going to be a hexagon. It's six-sided, 6 edges. Here we had 3 edges. So it's a beautiful transition from a triangle to a hexagon. That's a cupola. Another cupola is a 4-base cupola. So here we have a square on the top. On the bottom will be edges to make a octagon. So from square or tetragon to octagon. And here, of course, we have the top is going to would be a pentagon, and the bottom would be a decagon, a 10-sider. Okay, and in architecture and in nature, we'll see these beautiful transitions of prisms in doubling their frequency. So if I was to pop out here the trigon and make this open, and pop in a prism, a triangular prism, we'll see how the prism goes into the beautiful cupola here. And now I can take and put on the hexagon here, and just like zip it up. I go one after the other, boom, boom, here, here, and the last one I would start the trigon here, like that, and I just hinge it up into the 2 squares. So here you see this beautiful transition from a prism triangle to a prism hexagon, but in the middle, the transition is this beautiful cupola. It's almost like a little space capsule, isn't it? It's gorgeous. Cupolas are amazing. They're a very important idea in geometry and in architecture. Cupola. This cupola can transform a prism, a square prism, into an octagonal prism. And all I do is pop out the little roof right here of the square, so it's an open cupola on the top. So the cupola is open on the top, square, octagon, and then I pop in my square on the top. I can put my finger underneath so I have a little bit of assistance so I can push against when I'm pushing into it so I don't break anything. And then underneath I can push in my really cool octagon. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to unzip the octagon. I'm going to take it apart so I can go one piece at a time. So here we go. One, and then come right around and put them in one at a time. Each one I get a little bit of assistance to as I come around. And the more you do it, the stiffer it gets. It starts to stiffen up into its form. The last one, I'll take this out again. So it's open here. And I'm going to put it into the trigon first, so it hinges on that trigon. See that? I'll do a little profile so you can see that, how it's hinging, and it'll come over into the squares. I assist each one at a time, and I put it in. Here I put it in. Check everything, and there we are. Now let's like a nice rocket nozzle, right? You have a octagon, square prisms. Transition is cupola, and finally we have this awesome pentagon, kind of a pyramid top on that cupola because you can't make a flat pentagonal plane with equilateral triangles, and the trigons are equilateral triangles, so they'll pop up and make a little pyramid there, but that's okay. A little flying saucer here. So what I'll do is or flower. So I'll take off these 5 trigons on top. Take these off, so I have an opening here, a little window on the top of my cupola. And I'll put in my pentagonal prism on top of my cupola. And this will have a more shallow dish being formed than the other ones because it's a flatter pyramid, the cupola here. So now what I'll do is I'll open up this guy, this decagon, the 10-sider, and I'll start to come around and snap these into place one at a time. Put my fingers through here to offer support. You always want to offer a counter support. You just don't want to press down on your nice structure because you might crush it. You got to offer a counter support so it'll all go together real nicely. And the last one, I always take it off and I re-put it on here on the square here. Actually, this will be fine. And so now I'm going to come into my 2 squares like that. It seems to work a little bit better. And last one here. And then I have this really nice wide transition from a pentagon here that's a prism to an octagon here that's a prism, but look at how they transition, the cupola transitions them. And these aren't gyro, which means these aren't being knocked over one. These are actually, these two here are together and the gyro's here, because of course the decagon's got twice as many as the pentagon. 10 here, 5 here. So those are cupolas and prisms, transitioning between prisms, and that's a really nice thing, these cupolas. Mike from luxblox.com.